Yes. Shekhar, you're back on stage. Yes, yes, please, please. Yes. And Ram, may I request you to please join us? So thank you so much. So hello everyone, thank you all for coming. Let me begin by welcoming the chairperson of the MICA Foundation, Mrs. Tina Ambani. Thank you for making time from your busy schedule. We really appreciate this and thank you for supporting us, as you always have. A very warm welcome to Mr. Ramkumar Ramamurthy. He's a member of our MICA's Governing Council. He's partner at Catalinks and former CMD of Cognizant India. And Mr. Shekhar Kapoor, who all of you already know, so I don't need to introduce you. He's known for his creative genius. And, lately, for the past few years, taken AI philosopher, which has been an interesting turn of events. And I'm Jaya Deshmukh. I'm the director and CEO of MICA, but I like to introduce myself as who I really am, which is I am from the first batch of MICA, and I'm really proud of being a MICAN. So thank you so much for being here. Ruchi did this to Aparna, Suraj, and Malika, distinguished guests. Malika is also a fellow MICAN, so there are quite a few fellow MICANs here in the audience supporting us, so thank you so much for coming over. This is truly a landmark day in the 34-year history of MICA. And before I begin my opening remarks, I wanted to extend my congratulations to the foundation, foundation trustees, foundation representatives, president of MICA's Governing Council members, over 100 plus faculty that work in MICA, that teach at MICA, over 250 recruiters who recruit from MICA, over 4,000 alum, yes, that's how many MICANs are out there, scholars, current students and staff. We are here today due to your contributions and your love for MICA, so a big congratulations to all of you. So MICA was thinking amongst its students. So when I was a student there, our tagline was "The language begins here." And we were taught by stalwarts, right? And our foundation, and some of us are from the early batches of MICA, was to be a rebel, to go against the norm, to have our voice heard. So we were different right from the start. And foundational to MICA is the belief that storytelling matters. And probably the one thing that our professors constantly told us, that it's great to have a brilliant idea, but without a brilliant expression and execution, it is pointless. So what happens at MICA is that when you come there and you land there, it's bubbling with joy, ideas, creativity, different kind of thinking. And then you'll see, a lot of us sitting down and say, how do we make this real? So over the years, MICA has shaped into a name to reckon with in marketing, communications, creativity, strategy, product management, and more recently into this whole digital space. Over the past 10 years, a lot of us are working in those areas. Now, we've managed to do this because we've got a very rigorous admissions process. And someday I'd love to share what we do, because what we test for is not just analytical ability. We test for critical thinking, but what really differentiates us is, can we think out of the box? You know, the things that Shekhar talked about: uncertainty, ambiguity. You know, can we untether ourselves from the past? So our admissions process actually tests for that. And apart from that, we build spaces and resources to experiment. So a lot of experimentation happens at MICA. We create strong partnerships and collaborations with the industry. You know, a lot of what is taught at MICA is theory and applications, and the applications come straight from industry. That's why we've got Suraj here. You know, he's an example of a lot of industry inputs into our curriculum and pedagogy. And this has resulted in a year-on-year track record of, amazing placements, 100% most of the time, rising percentages of pre-placement offers, steady increase in average salaries, and of course, rankings matter. You know, I know the pyramid is getting flat, but we still have to deal with some operational things such as NIRF rankings. So amongst all private management institutes, we now rank number 8 all India. Our postgraduate programs, our FPM programs, our MBA and PhD equivalent, given to us by AICTE and AIU and NBA. So, we've been working really hard. But at MICA, we don't rest on our past laurels, and you'll see that, when we're doing really well, we want to go and innovate, we want to do something different. And so we spent all of last year taking some time to craft the strategy for the next 5 years. Commission, being a good school, and we wanted information and data, right? So we commissioned a big study, comprehensive, like I'm a bit scared to use the word, but but we did do that to understand how corporates, recruiters, alum, peer faculty, so faculty from peer institutes, how do they look at MICA and MICANs? And it was very interesting. So that they said that across all institutes, and yes, we did benchmark ourselves with the IIMs and ISB as well, across all institutes, all, MICA and MICANs rate number 1 when it comes to dealing with ambiguity. And I think that is such a crucial differentiator. We are number 1 when it comes to innovativeness, to being authentic, having empathy, right? And of course, being creative. Now, we're also customer-centric, but, Shekhar said we shouldn't think about the customer. So again, I want to talk about that. So in this whole thing, right, where we stand out for our bravery and our modern approach, so we have been thinking, what are these vital skills necessary as the world transforms due to AI, robotics, quantum computing, synthetic biology? What do we need to do? And our claim, or our goal, is to claim in full and legit stake to become a national and global leader in what we are strong in, which is in this new way of doing things and integrating everything that we do with creativity. So we took a stance and completely revamped our curriculum, our pedagogy, our research, and our institutional systems. And I personally believe that the future belongs to those who will break the system that they currently exist in and who will look for something new. And we've never shied away as an institution, as MICA, we've never shied away from embracing new challenges, and that is exactly what an educational institution should do. We should be breaking boundaries, pushing boundaries. So with that preamble, I'd like to thank you very much for coming and participating in MICA celebration. I would like to invite our chairperson of the MICA Foundation, Mrs. Ambani, to make a few announcements about our future. Ma'am.
Hello, everybody. Mr. Shekhar Kapoor, Mrs. Aparna Kumar, Mrs. Malika Rodriguez, Mr. Surja Kishore, Mr. Ram Kumar Ramurthy, Jaya, and my team at MICA, friends from the media, and distinguished guests. A very good afternoon to all of you. I am delighted to be here today with all of you to share another milestone in the evolution of MICA. This fine institution was established 3 decades ago, as Jaya just mentioned, to nurture creative leaders, to operate at the intersection of marketing, culture, and communication. Creativity, when thoughtfully applied, is not merely an aesthetic pursuit, but a powerful economic force. True creativity is not just born of intelligence, but of imagination. And when our imagination knows no bounds, the impossible becomes infinitely possible. Harnessing the power of artificial intelligence can further fuel this imagination. The world is changing, and so must education. This changing new order demands radical shifts in the way we develop leaders and thinkers of the future. Thus, always ahead of the curve, MICA has taken an ambitious step of setting up a new school within its umbrella. It gives me immense pleasure and pride to announce the launch of the school, School of Applied Creativity at MICA. This school is not about creativity as an art alone. It is about creativity as strategy, as a competitive advantage, as an enterprise. It is about applying imagination to real-world problems and turning bold ideas into purposeful business values. Starting from the academic year 2026, we will offer a postgraduate program in media courses, content, and entertainment. And then, of course, courses in applied creativity and innovation and creative and cultural industries. These postgraduate and doctoral level programs, these are postgraduate and doctoral level programs to cater the need of the country, the growing demand from the industry. We shall also be offering master classes and certification courses immediately. Friends, it is a singular honor and privilege for me to welcome Mr. Shekhar Kapoor, my dear friend and old colleague. We come from the same fraternity. Of course, he was a CA before he came into the industry. But we both belong to the Anand family, if I can put it, in a very holistic way, that I was introduced by Devanand and he's Devanand's nephew. So we have something in common there. So I'm really happy and feel very privileged to invite him here. He's a globally recognized creative genius and an AI philosopher, I believe, as the chief mentor of the school. And I'm really happy to have him on board. Thank you, Shekhar, for coming on board. We now embark on an incredible new chapter in our journey. From a school of communication and marketing to a global center for creativity-led leadership, future making, and human AI symbiosis, a place that ignites imagination. Indeed, imagination is the strategic currency of the future. And I truly believe tomorrow belongs to those who can imagine with capability, courage, and creativity. Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me. It's a subject that's not so well versed with. I'm not so well versed with, but I'm happy to be here and meet you guys. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I'd now like to invite Mr. Ramkumar Ramamurthy to make our next level of announcements. As you're aware, this whole conversation around AI requires something deeper and more meaningful. And so to make these announcements, Ram.
Thank you, Jaya, and good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. as a proud member of the MICA Governing Council. It's both a privilege and an honor to be with you at this transformative phase during the 34-year journey of MICA. For over 3 decades, as Jaya just mentioned, MICA has evolved with the changing times and has demonstrated leadership through creativity, communication, and innovation. Today, with the newer digital technologies, especially artificial intelligence, changing both the what and the how of business, government, society, and education, MICA is responding both with conviction and clarity. We recognize that there is this structural shift that's driving the reimagination of everything. You saw that discussed in the panel a few minutes back. And we are taking steps to embrace these changes and make it a part of the MICA DNA. I've said often that all of us need to ask this question. If I were to do this all over again, how would I do it? To be stuck in the past is not the answer for the future. So this academic year, we have implemented a comprehensive curriculum redesign with AI and its applications at the core of every course spanning products, customers, and brands, while appreciating the fact that in some cases, customers or consumers could be bots and humanoids. Each course is anchored on 4 pillars: the fundamentals, the real-world applications, the tools and platforms, and finally, the evolving influence of AI on that discipline, and where relevant at the intersection of disciplines. The one thing that we are acutely aware of is innovation today is happening across disciplines at the interstitial nodes, not within those individual disciplines. We have rolled out an all-faculty upskilling program on AI to empower them with the latest pedagogy, tools and models, and immersive learning experiences. We are also initiating international research collaborations to advance global knowledge exchange for creating India-specific models and frameworks, aligning with our commitment to the India AI mission. With that, let me announce the formation of the MICA AI Advisory Board, at the University of Cambridge. Ganga Ganapati, who is a publicist sapient and a member of the MICA GC. Himanshu, founder and CEO of Six Factor Consulting. Suhan Mukherjee, who is a partner from PLR Chambers and a founder member of the governing board for the Cloud Computing Innovation Council of India, and was also an expert advisor to the Prime Minister of India on public information infrastructure. In fact, Suhan is in the audience. Suhan, if you could probably get up. Thanks, Suhan, for being a part of this advisory panel. And I'm also part of this.
So committed. Let me tell you a small story. We did the first 3-hour meeting, okay? And the voices and the opinions, I mean, Suhan is here, like how animated were we, isn't it? So it was a very interesting, set of people, very committed, loving, and wanting to contribute to India, wanting to contribute to MICA. So I'm really grateful for them agreeing to do it. I needed to add one small quote from Ganga. As you know, she is a part of our governing council, which is also on our AI advisory committee. So I'm going to quote her. So Ganga says, as a proud MICA alum, she is also from, I think, the second, so 2 batches junior to me, and now member of our governing council, who's seen the AdWorld Meet B2B tech head on. I couldn't be prouder of our ambition with the newly constituted AI board. The Institute's vision goes beyond tech. It's about cementing MICA's legacy as the go-to place for strategic marketing, big ideas, and you've been saying a lot, but we'd like to hear a little bit more about why MICA, how does this all fit in? A little bit, right? Thank you so much.
Jai, you're a brave woman. Okay, Tina, thanks a lot. Thanks for this opportunity. We've known each other for like. I don't know. That's fine. Squeeze me, you'll get more. I'm not sure what you'll get, but you'll get something. Let's just start with why AI. You said that. AI is the new part of the world. It's what's going to drive the world. We know that. There's enough being said about that. And currently, there are three nations that are standing ahead. We third, unfortunately, probably China, then the US, and then India. We could come out in front. We can come, so this is more a natural perspective, then I'll come back to creativity. We could come up in front, provided we all put our shoulder, push it and not be so afraid of it. There's no reason to be afraid of it. The only thing to be afraid of AI is that the world will go ahead and we won't catch up. The time is now. AI, the people, really, Sam Altman and all my other friends there, they keep talking about $1 trillion. It's only there to scare us. If we could put a rover on Mars at less than the cost that Hollywood can make a film, we could go into these large language models. The LLMs are not as scary as they put it up. They just, $1 trillion India can't have. हमको $1 trillion डालना ही नहीं पड़ेगा. We are innovative enough. And you know what will help us to be innovative enough? AI itself, right? So the importance of AI is there. I mean, I'm on the board of Waves, and we're pushing AI. I run the Goa Film Festival. I'm starting an AI film part of it too. I think the best way to understand AI is to see what AI is not, because everybody says it's everything. When I was a kid, lived in Delhi, we used to go to Simla, Mussoorie, and Barsat hoti thi, so there used to be all these waterfalls. And I was like 13, 14, and my mother used to hate me doing that. I used to run down the waterfall, jump from one boulder to another boulder to another boulder. And, first 2, 3 boulders are easy because you can jump to it, you can see it. But once you pick up momentum, you have to know which 3 boulders, 4 boulders, and you keep going. And I've often wondered, because I could have fallen, slipped at any time. And then at the end of it, when I looked back and said, oh my God, I survived. I didn't die. I did it. And please, somebody don't tell my mother I did this. It would go on. Question is, how did I do it? When I was doing it, when the momentum was so high, there was no way I could make a logical decision. There's no way. I can actually sit there. I wouldn't have the time because you're just jumping and jumping. We got into something called the zone. The zone was, what do we call it? It was the same as extreme sports, the extreme sports, the zone. That zone, I still call it the zone of creativity. You're getting into a zone. But I did say I was going to say what AI can't do. I did it to get into the zone. What is the zone born of? It was born of fear. Creativity is full of fear. I would not be creative if I wasn't afraid. That zone was about thrill, about the near-death experience. I was challenging life. That zone is about challenging life. And now it's true. Elon Musk can put a little chip in my brain, and it'll tell me, go there, go there, go there. You picked up this is your speed, you go there, go there, go there. Yeah, I will absolutely make sure that there is no potential possibility of me falling. Yeah, I can absolutely make sure that there's no possibility of my dying. Yeah, I can call my mom and say, don't worry about it, I'm taking care of your son. He'll be fine, he'll be fine. Here's the question. Then why would I do it? That's the problem. Being human is about being uncertain. Being human, I said, she loves me not, she loves me not. If the answer is she loves me, she loves me, she loves me, she loves me, I'm not being human, there's no love. AI, being human is about being uncertain. Much as we draw big charts, we do these 5-year plans because there's certainty, and then suddenly find it's not working. And AI will make sure now that it doesn't work because everything has changed. Everything has changed. Everything will change. So everything that is uncertain, Everything that is unpredictable is what makes us human. We die. That's uncertain. I might die tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know. So that's what drives us. And whatever is human, what drove me down is exactly, and the reason I did is what AI can't do. So as long as we remember what it means to be human, we'll remember what AI can't do. Right? So, now let me talk about creativity. It's very simple, very simple. I work with some of the great geniuses of the world. What is creativity? It's a big question. And when you call me here to talk about and teach creativity, I would have called it unlearn, learn, unlearn, learn, unlearn, learn. The most creative beings I've ever seen are kids. We're born creative. How can you teach creativity? What's going wrong with us? You watch a child and give a child crayon. My daughter used to cut up all the curtains in patterns. We are born incredibly creative people, and somewhere our education system has taught us not to be creative. And where did this education system come from? Actually, we came into what we call, the old Gurukuls, much like that. We've developed a linear form of education system that actually came from the West. It really helped us, yes, but it's time to let that go. It's time to let that education system go and come into what I call quantum education. I must say, using a big word. Quantum education is बहुत बड़ी बात कर रहा है. That's nothing. Mahabharata is quantum storytelling. Mahabharata is going linear here, then the story moves around, comes back, something else happens, then moves around, comes back, something else happens. It's unpredictable. You can add things and take out things, and then you'll come back to the same thing. I think I mentioned cave 16, Ellora, right? The Shiva cave. How did it do it? Right? And why am I saying this? I'm saying this because as a culture, we're quantum thinkers. सीधा तो कोई सोचता ही नहीं यार, है ना? कौन ऐसे कहता है? Everybody saying, अरे क्या बात कर रहा है, मुझे समझ में आ रही है कि क्या बात कर रहा है, सब क्या करनी है, मुझे समझ में आ रही है किस बात कर रहा है. That's creativity. The unpredictability of conversation is creative. So, however much we teaching creativity is about teaching to be unpredictable. How can I teach you to be unpredictable? Well, you can by letting you free. Teaching by creativity is the teaching of the freedom of the mind. That's what's amazing. And that's why India has this great opportunity, because as quantum thinkers, quantum thought, as being unpredictable as we are, kya baat kar raha hai, kaisa baat kar raha hai. I have a big friend who's doing really well. He formed a huge company in the US. And when I talked to his investors, he said, we don't know what he's saying, yes or no. He keeps doing this. Right? That's unpredictability. That's very, very creative. So let's just imagine the school being creative. Question is, where does creativity come from? Raise anybody in this room that knows where creativity comes from. So come on, let's be brave. I'm not going to put you on the dock. One person who can say, I know where creativity comes from. I just wrote on my LinkedIn today that actually it comes not from the brain, it comes from the heart. And a lot of neuroscience disagree with me, but that's, I believe. But if I don't know where creativity comes from, how can I teach it? It's a problem, right? How do you teach it? I can teach it by teaching you everything that creativity is not. The only way you can teach creativity is to teach you to find yourself. Yeah, what the Sadhguru bhi kehte hain na, find yourself, but he's right. Creativity comes from the idea of not knowing, the unpredictability in not knowing. How do I teach you not to know? Because anybody sitting in the room probably has gone through years and years of being told that you have to know, you have to know, you have to know, and suddenly guys come in and say, let me teach you not to know. It's a large part of creativity, and therefore the teaching of creativity to me is to help you let go of everything that you are. Because everything that you are has been accumulated upon you, and then you defined yourself. By defining yourself, what you've done is confined yourself. So you have to let go of the idea of defining yourself. You have to let go of the idea of music ये होता है. तो आप कहेंगे यार ये क्लासिकल सिंगर्स हैं, गाते हैं पूरी जिंदगी एक ही राग गाते हैं. है ना? They're becoming perfect and perfect and perfect. राग तो वही है, गाते रहते हैं सालों साल दे. What are they trying to do? What are these classical musicians trying to do? They're not trying to define the rag. They are trying to become the rag. That's where true creativity lies. When I become my story that I tell, in Bandit Queen, I was the rapist and the raped both. I have to be, otherwise I can't tell a story. So the final ultimate idea of creativity is to become the creativity, not the creator, but what you create and you become the same thing. If we can teach you to do that, you're all geniuses. That's where we belong, right? So I'm going to let that go. I think I've probably done 10 minutes. I'll take any questions. I don't promise I can have the answers, but I can tell you what the answer is not. Okay. Thank you very much. Thanks.
Thank you so much. To conclude this part of the session before we get into Q&A, I just wanted to give a quick backstory.
Hello, Mama, please. Please, wife. Look, here.
सवाल पूछना चाहता हूँ, पूछो, बुरा तो नहीं मानेंगे ना? आइडिया क्या होता है? चलो मैं आपसे पूछता हूँ, आइडिया क्या नहीं होता? हर थॉट आइडिया है ना? हर थॉट आइडिया क्रिएटिव हो गया ना? तो स्कूल ऑफ आइडिया, स्कूल ऑफ क्रिएटिविटी एक ही चीज हो गई. बच्चों को आइडिया आता है तो आइडिया आप एक्सप्रेस करते हो. हमारा काम ये है कि आपको जो आइडिया आए उसको एक्सप्रेस करो. वो जब आइडिया को एक्सप्रेस करते हो तो वो क्रिएटिविटी हो जाता है. So idea is actually a better name for creativity. Okay, thank you.
जी, yes please.
देखती है और जो कंसर्न एनवायरनमेंट सोसाइटी को किस तरह देखती है
आप एक बार अपना क्वेश्चन
अपना क्वेश्चन समझिए.
एग्जैक्टली.
हाँ मैडम, अभी जो एआई आपने किया, ये जो प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस है, तो ये सोसाइटी की तरफ किस तरह वैल्यूज और मिशन के लेके चलती है, किस तरह देखती है?
आप जनरल क्वेश्चन पूछ रहे हैं कि माइका के बारे में पूछ रहे हैं?
आपके
क्योंकि अगर माइका के बारे में पूछेंगे तो आई थिंक आई एम सिटिंग विद द बेस्ट प्रोफेशनल्स एंड एक्सपर्ट्स. आई एम अ प्रमोटर, आई एम अ chairperson, but my understanding of what they do and what they teach come hai. I'm not an educationist, but I feel very privileged and fortunate to be heading this institution, because it's always good to work with very good quality professionals. तो आप माइका के बारे में बोलेंगे तो मैं ये जवाब दे रही हूँ. Jim, you'd like to add to it? I'll add one more thing. जब मैंने ये position accept की तो I did mention to my husband that you want me to do this, but मेरे में इन चीजों के लिए कोई समझ नहीं है. I have never done this work before, and he said, no, you start, you can get the best people. And then I realized कि एक दिन my father-in-law had said to me when I was going to start some work in Ahmedabad in our textile division, and he said, you know, you've got very good taste, you should learn to go and design and things like that over there. And I said, I've never done it, Papa. And he said, you know what? You have to work with the best professionals, hire the best professionals, and you will be able to get to where you want to be. So I think it's very important that people are well versed with the subject, run the subject, and do what they have to do.
Guy, वो आप पीछे देगा, मत देखो बेचारा एम्बैरस हो जाएगा। वो खाने के वो he is laying the table. That's his job, right? Ask him if he enjoys this job. His answer will be no. Ask him if he wants to do a more interesting job. The answer will be yes. I was sitting with the CEO of one of the world's largest corporations. He was saying the same things. What will happen to jobs? He runs Ant Corporation. तो मैंने कहा देख, we're sitting here for breakfast. वो वहाँ एक औरत है जिसकी उम्र होगी 40-45, she's cleaning, and all she's doing is waiting for us to leave so that she can finish her job. तो मैंने कहा देखो Jen, is she enjoying her job? And the answer was, of course she's not. I said, you've just talked about 90% of the people that we prescribe. ये आपकी job है, ये करो. AI will relieve that. AI will let go of the person that's doing a job that they don't like and go home or something and discover what they are. They discover their own potential. So I said, Jen, your job's the problem. You should watch out for your job because they won't want to work for you anymore because you give them jobs that they don't want to do. Because job to karna hai na. AI will give them more potential. I told you, my cook, he's a Nilesh, to hai, khada ho ja. My attendant. He wrote the best thing for Mr. India too. अरे निलेश कहाँ नहीं है, भाग गया, इसको पता है मैं. I will always call him because he did do that. So everybody, every human being will now through AI, when they have access to it, find what they are most creative at, find what they are best at. तो कहो छोड़ दो ये job नहीं है. Those CEOs better worry about their jobs because nobody will want to work for them now if they say job. Right? Okay. Thank you.
Hi. So we have a few journalists who are witnessing this virtually throughout the country. So we have a couple of questions from them. I think many of them have already been answered. So I'll just ask a couple which which I think are still left to be, or there's more to add. So I think one question was, how is this course designed to provide career boost for students, who are interested in AI?
Okay.
I think in many ways it has been answered, but if anything, Jaya ma'am or anybody else would like to add.
Yes, I'll invite the dean and Adla, Geeta.
Add on to whatever you said. The thing is that
I took a little. वो 70% तो वो ले जाएंगे. मैं AI से कहूँगा कि ऐसा मुझे एक बहुत अच्छा खूबसूरत एक लड़की बना दो, एक बहुत खूबसूरत लड़का बना दो. फिर मैं देखता हूँ अच्छा ये ठीक नहीं है, वो ठीक नहीं है, फिर उस फेस को यूँ मैं AI बना दूँगा. आप में कितने you will know that 50% of all the influencers of those beautiful people, they're not real. They're AI created. So now we'll have movie stars that are AI created. आज मतलब परसों नहीं कल आ रहे हैं वो. मैं देख रहा हूँ सब कर रहे हैं. Music videos आ रहे हैं. They're AI created. अच्छा, how many? मैं एक बात पूछूं? How many people have met Tom Cruise in their life? Raise your hand. How do you know he's real? Why? Because you've seen him in movies, 2-dimensional. You've seen him in, giving interviews, 2-dimensional. Tom Cruise went to Wimbledon, 2-dimensional. आप तो नहीं थे वहाँ. How do you know he's real? So in the world of AI, now we'll be creating my own movie stars. Our own movie stars will go to Wimbledon, will go to every premiere because I can do it. I can make it very real for you. So that's the question is wrong now. It's in the future, that's how much the world is changing and is giving me the tools of creating new people. अब हम महाभारत में कहते हैं ये आए कृष्ण. किसने देखा है कृष्ण? है ना, हम तो बना रहे हैं ये कृष्ण, right? Okay, sorry, I can go on with this. Thanks.
Yes. Yes, thank you so much. So first, thank you, media people, for all the interest you showed. It was you who got the show up. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Shekhar. Thank you, Ram. Thank you, Jaya. Thank you, Geeta. Excited. Lots of work for us. Please keep following us. Thank you. We'll head for lunch.
Yeah.